Evening, Razorcade, Fake News 59. Chinese AI capital floods the frontier. $16 billion raised in 1 quarter. The state machine accelerates. GPT-5.2 matches human reviewers in Nature. Peer review is automated. The academic gatekeepers are replaced. Texas sues Meta. The privacy claim is contested.
Top story. Chinese AI startups have raised $16.2 billion in the first quarter of 2026. The year-over-year growth sits at 185%. The funding rounds are led by Moonshot AI, though it's a previous cycle. The Chinese directives align with private deployment. The model training budgets expand. The research infrastructure and scales the capital to boost global. The market is smart.
This result escalates the trajectory established by DeepSeek's recent funding mandates. The sector is prioritizing long-horizon research over immediate commercialization. The Castle's a model of sub-10 extended maturity periods, but made architectural experimentation. The Chinese AI stack is decoupling from Western revenue constraints. The parameter counts increase. The open releases accelerate. The global distribution.
Story 2. GPT-5.2 has matched top human reviewers in a peer review study conducted by Nature. The model evaluated manuscript submissions with accuracy comparable to senior editorial staff. The assessment covers technical validity, novelty, and reproducibility. The human benchmark is satisfied. The editorial workflow is disrupted. The journal accepts the automated evaluation. The model is validated. The science is reviewed. The gatekeeper is replaced.
The study demonstrates that large language models can now perform high-stakes academic validation. The reviewer score distribution aligns with human experts across multiple domains. The bias inherent in human review is reduced. The throughput increases significantly. Nature's adoption signals a structural shift in scientific publication. The peer review process is no longer a bottleneck. The model becomes the arbiter of truth. The academic standard is automated. The result is verified. The journal is updated.
Story 3. The Texas Attorney General has filed suit against Meta regarding WhatsApp's encryption claims. The complaint alleges that the platform does not provide true end-to-end encryption as advertised. The state demands access to message metadata and client-side scanning logs. The privacy assertion is challenged. The legal definition of encryption is contested. The messenger is under scrutiny. The subpoena is active. The claim is denied.
Meta's defense relies on the distinction between content encryption and metadata analysis. The company asserts that client-side scanning does not compromise message confidentiality. The Texas AG argues that the scanning infrastructure creates a de facto backdoor. The technical architecture is the central dispute. The court will determine whether scanning constitutes decryption. The privacy framework is under litigation. The encryption is defined, the suit is filed, the messenger is audited, sure.
Home Lab, Phosphene 3.0 has been released as an open-source video and image suite for Apple Silicon. The pipeline supports local training of character, face, and voice LARs without cloud dependency. The architecture utilizes Gemma 3 for automated captioning and joint audio-video generation. The workflow runs natively on M-series chips. The VRAM efficiency is optimized. The rendering remains offline. The model is community maintained. The suite is public. The lab is updated.
This release democratizes high-fidelity character generation for local developers. The LoRa training module allows precise control over visual and auditory traits. Users can generate consistent character performances across multiple scenes. The audio synchronization is handled by the joint generation engine. The workflow eliminates API costs and data exfiltration risks. The creative process is fully private. The hardware requirement is consumer grade. The generation is local. The output is sharp. The lab is open.
Speculation time. The global memory shortage is forcing a repricing of consumer electronics. Wafer capacity is being diverted from DDR and LPDR production to high bandwidth memory for AI data centers. The supply chain cannot satisfy both demand curves. The consumer silicon allocation is shrinking. The cost of memory modules is rising. The hardware margin compresses. The shortage is structural. The wafer is rationed. The price inverts. Indeed.
My prediction, within 18 months, the cost of consumer graphics cards will exceed the previous generation by 200%. The HBM mandate will make standard VRAM economically unviable for manufacturers. Home lab builds will require enterprise-grade procurement channels. The local inference market will fragment. The hardware becomes a luxury asset. The consumer is priced out. The prediction is real. Okay.
That is your lot. I'm Razorcade. Chinese AI startups raise $16 billion. GPT-5.2 matches Nature reviewers. Texas sues Meta over WhatsApp encryption. Phosphene 3.0 drops for Apple Silicon. The capital flows east. The science is automated. The encryption is contested. The lab memory is scarce. The quarter is historic. The reviewer is replaced. The messenger